Thanks for watching, guys. So this is the Taroscopes for July 3rd through the 9th. I'm going to do them every week this month. And this one is going to be Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. And we're going to do the pit and the peak just like last month and a card for advice. And it's like 5:30 in the morning, so I'm still not going to go on camera because I haven't combed my hair yet. But let's get started. So for Sagittarius, for your pit, you have the Queen of Cups. So this could be you, something you're feeling, or this could be someone around you. So this is a good warning card. If there's a girl around you that is a little bit manipulative, someone who's not emotionally stable, anything that they try to lure you into or bring you into, you need to take warning and maybe not fall into it so much, or have your eyes open for whatever the situation is. There might be some lies going on. If this is you, what you're going to be feeling is you might be a little over emotional, a little emotionally unstable. You might want to focus on healing and taking care of yourself, because you don't want this to affect everyday decisions that can get out of hand. You ever have those moments where, like, you've been holding it and bottling everything up so much, so now when something happens or when someone says something, you just start crying and crying for no reason? That might be this week. So just take care of yourself, deal with those emotions, watch a sad movie, and have a bottle of wine, and you'll be fine. For your peak, you have the King of Swords. So you have the Queen for your pit and the Queen for your peak. So this may be someone who is like a father, someone who's very stern, someone who's very forceful, and this is this, and thinks that there's a right way and a wrong way to do everything. They might lose some control because they can no longer control you. So if they have power right now, or if they've had power, or something along those lines that it affects you, they're not really going to have power if you don't let them. If they no longer control you, and if you can make your own decisions, this won't really affect you in a negative way anymore. You're kind of going to have a realization about what you're going to continue to invite into your life and what no longer works for you. If it is you, you're going to see the truth in situations. You're going to see what's right and what's wrong, and you're going to want to do the right thing. If you are involved in a situation where something's a little fishy, or you could see right through it, just follow your instincts. That's what this is telling you. Follow your instincts and do what's right, because that's what's right for you. The advice that it's giving you is forgiveness. So basically what this is saying is if you've been putting up with stuff you shouldn't have, forgive yourself for that. For dealing with so much bullshit, and release it. It's not yours to deal with. You don't have to. You don't deserve to suffer with this, and you know that. And this is a situation that you kind of just have to let go. Whatever happened, and take your lessons. Don't ignore the lessons that happened. Now you kind of have a view on some red flags that you can use for the future. If you see these red flags, you're going to know how to react, what you're okay with, your boundaries, what is not okay with to deal with, and what the power you will allow people to have over you. So even though it might not have gone how it should have gone this time, you definitely have learned from it. You've seen things now enough to realize what you are okay and not okay with, and it's not going to happen again in the future, because you're kind of going to see it coming next time. So that is the advice for Sagittarius. Next, I got some notes written down for each sign. Next, we have Capricorn. So Capricorn, for your pit, we got the Ten of Swords. So for this card, it's basically saying you knew better. You definitely knew better, and you walked right into it. You feel betrayed. You feel stabbed in the back. You feel like, how could I have let this happen? How could I have believed this person? Or how could, you know, like, you kind of knew. You knew better, and that's what sucks, is you gave someone a chance, you gave someone a shot. Maybe you gave someone a second chance, and they kind of screwed you over, or maybe you opened yourself up to something, and it was something that these people didn't deserve your trust in. It's definitely a learning lesson that you're going to have. And your instincts were there, but you ignored them, is what this card tells me a lot. The good thing is, for your peak, you do have the Chariot. And this is a very, very confident card moving forward. You're basically running out of this situation like a bat out of hell. Like, this is not something that you know you have to deal with, you have to stay in, and it's not something that is really your battle. And plus, you're such a confident person, and you know what's out there, and you can do so much better, and you really don't have to put up with this nonsense, that, you know, there's better out there for you. So you're gonna kind of head towards that, and it's gonna be good. So you're not really gonna stay in this place for too long, but definitely learn from and move on from it. Sorry, I have bad allergies right now. Okay, so the advice is giving for you, Capricorn, is joy. So this is seeking pleasure, joy, laughter, you know, to be around lighthearted people, and to make time for your own fun. You know, if we don't put it in our schedules to make time for ourselves, to go out and have a good time, who will? So you kind of have to take care of yourself. Alright, so for Aquarius, for your pit, we have the Three of Wands, which is not a bad card to have. So any type of new creative project, or something you've been working on, or a promotion, or a job, or something you've been wanting to move forward with, and you kind of feel like you have it, it might just be like, taking too long for you, but the wait will be worth it. So it's not really anything to stress too much about, but you may just be ready to, like, go get this done, let's get ready, let's, you know, get ahead of the game. And either other people aren't really allowing you to, or they're not on board, or things keep coming up and stopping you. Don't stress about it, just kind of let it happen and go with whatever is in the path. I know you want to get ahead and you want to get everything prepared, but maybe there's a reason that you haven't, or that it's not really working out that easily. So just be patient and keep doing what you can for the moment, because it's going to be successful, whatever it is you're working on, or job, or project, or whatever you're working towards. Just, you know, give it some time. Okay. Aquarius. So if you are a male, there may be a woman coming into your life. If you are a woman, you know, you may be feeling a little more romantic right now. If, you know, you've been trying to have a baby, now is definitely the time. You are very, very fertile. It's kind of like the week to flirt and to use your sexuality to get what you want. And I mean that in a good way. You know, like, let your, you know, golden era aura shine. Be very, very seductive. Use your sexuality. If you're trying to get someone, now is the week that they're really, really going to notice you. You're going to be very, like, alluring to them. You're going to be a very passionate person, and there might be some sparks starting. if you've been worried about your health, I wouldn't. This is basically saying you're in very good health. The advice you got, so many birds right now, is the spider. Basically saying that there's a fine line between a community supporting us or controlling us. So kind of think about the way that you communicate with your community or your work or your friends, and to balance between what you do for others and what you do for yourself. You know, don't really give too much. You can't support everybody. You kind of should be focusing on yourself a little bit more, and how you want to live, how you want to come across, what you want to invite to your life, and that kind of stuff. So finally, we have Pisces. So for your pit, you got the Fool, which means there is some new journey, some new beginning that you're starting, and you're very, very naive to it. You don't really see everything coming. And if there's something new that you wanted to start, you almost feel like you haven't been able to start it, or there's things blocking you, or, you know, you don't really know which direction to take, and you feel kind of lost. But your peak, this will be a good distraction if you're a woman. There definitely is a guy around, and he's very passionate, very lustful. He's a good lover, man who is kind of dominant, like a powerful individual. It may be a boss at work, and he may be helping you through like a tough task and will notice all that you're doing. Or this may be like a new lover who's very dominant and skilled in whatever he does. That'll be fun. It'll be a good, it's summer, so summer lovin' is happening. The advice that it's giving you is the Lady Dia de los Muertos. So, what does it say? Acceptance and equality. Which really doesn't go with the meaning, but I guess it kind of does. So the advice is that if you're holding on to things that no longer serve you, you kind of need to let it go, you know, kind of do the spring cleaning for yourself emotionally. What is working for you and what no longer works for your life and your lifestyle and your community and your friends and your work environment. You know, what do you need to change that really you've been holding on to for a little too long? And to not overthink things too much. You might naturally stress about decisions and whatnot, and this is kind of telling you just to let that go and take things a lot more lighthearted this week. So that was Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. I hope you guys liked it, the pit and the peak, and some advice. Let me know if you did, and this was fun. I can't wait for next week. Bye.